Welcome back. We are here with the Vampire Black Widow Challenge, and like I said at the end of the last one, Luna is currently having her a baby. So we are going to quickly do that. And if you'll remember, Simone has just killed Maddie, and we have yet to see the consequences of that. So right now, Luna could not actually do anything about it because she was having her baby. So that is what is happening right now. And then, okay, we're pretending that they're not in the same room together because Simone automatically came over here. So I was like, okay, just age up the baby while you're here. It looks like he does have the black and red eyes, but for some reason, my Sims keep, like the children, the babies, their eyes glitch between regular eyes and occult eyes. So I don't really know what's going on there. But anyway, so we are having Luna, punish Simone um, for killing Maddie. She's pissed. She is so unhappy. Maddie was her first daughter with her eyes, and it was just a really big deal. So also, it's a lot more work for Luna because Maddie, handled the money trees. Maddie handled the extra portraits. So Luna is really, really mad right now. Not just because she loves Maddie, because she does, and because she didn't expect Maddie to be the one to die, because she didn't, and then also because it's a ton of extra work for her. So, um, she my Sims keep not doing what I'm asking them to do. Anyway, we do need Luna to propose to number 64. And look, all the kids playing together. That's so nice. So Luna is proposing and she needs to get married as well to number 64 so that we can, get a move on here. I mean, this whole story with Simone is just a side story. And it will be, sort of coming to a close more in the background. It's not really going to come up because the whole thing with Simone was to have the extra baby and then hide it. So um, Simone is just going to be in the background for a little while now, much like Maddie was. But so Luna is still mad, and she's decided, you know what, she's going to free up more space in the household, and so she is going to kill Nikki. So Simone really, did this because she was afraid that, her and Nikki were on the chopping block. And so she's really upset by this. She thought that by killing Maddie, she saved Nikki, but that was not the case. So Simone is really upset. I mean, that's her little sister who she was very close to and who she loved very much. So um, then, for some reason, my game was being weird. I couldn't type. Like I could use my keyboard commands, but I couldn't type into like the search bar or into the cheats bar. So I did have to restart right here. So you're about to see a restart. Okay, we are back, and now we are going to have Luna, now that she's married to number 64, she needs to go visit number 65 and number 66. They're in the same household in Strangerville. We actually have two households in Strangerville that we're working through. And yeah, so that is what's going on with the kids. We do have the baby's name is Gustus, so that is what's happening there. Little baby boy. We are going to have Luna introduce herself to one of the spouses. So we're going to make this guy, I think his name is Dusty. He's going to be number 65. So then we'll just head home after grabbing them all. So actually killing Nikki made enough room in our household to do this. So that's kind of another reason why we went with that. And, Simone is depressed. She's so upset about everything that's happened. And, Luna's mad because there's no one to do the portraits or any of that extra stuff for her. So she basically tells Simone that, she's in charge of that stuff now. Simone has to kind of become the next Maddie. So that is what is going on here. Simone is going to be expected to pick up these duties. So she's going to be expected to learn how to paint portraits, to learn how to supercell on the money trees. Right now she can't because she doesn't have any gardening skills. So she's going to start learning those things. And that is what we're setting her up for here. And I'm just queuing up a few things. So if you'll remember, Simone was into writing and was doing vampire lore stuff so that she could, get stronger, maybe fight Luna herself. But right now she's got to put her things on the back burner in order to learn gardening and painting. Luckily, you can paint portraits at level 3 painting, which is great. But gardening, on the other hand, you have to be level 8 to supercell. So that is going to be tough for us to get up there, especially because the money trees require very little maintenance. So she's going to have to do that by reading gardening books. So Luna is now flirting with number 65. They are getting along pretty well. We're having number 64 come and catch them. He is not happy. That's fine. He's also almost an elder. So, and we have Simone working on her first painting, and little Gustus just hanging out with her. I feel like she'll be more reluctant to, get close to her siblings in the future because of what happened with Nikki, and she's just really heartbroken. But she does have the one saving grace that, Josephine is out there with Shoyo, and one day, this nightmare will end for the world. So we are just having these two finally get their first kiss in. We will put the portrait already here. And now she's going to ask him to be her boyfriend. And also, Simone wasn't finished with the book she was writing. So I was like, okay, at least finish the book that you're writing so that we can move on here. So now she's going to publish her book. I guess we didn't publish the last book either. Whoops. So we are going to publish that book as well. And yeah, I mean, this is not a happy story. This whole challenge here is not happy. It's not supposed to be happy, because the goal is to have everything empty so that we can start our next Let's Play. So we will be killing everyone. That's the that's the end game here. So we will start with number 64 here. So I just wanted to let you know, if you're hoping for a happy ending for Simone, it's not going to happen. It is not going to happen. But maybe Josephine will have a happy ending. We'll have to see. So Luna just got rid of him. And I am trying to get Simone up to level 3 of painting. I Googled what I'd need here, so actually that's not too difficult. And then Luna will come and propose to number 65. Okay. We have I think 20 spouses left to get through, so we will probably get up to the 80 that I mentioned way, way, way back when. So that's good. I am just trying to queue up as many things for Simone as possible because we really need her to at least be able to make pictures, because having to paint 4 portraits, just Luna doing that by herself, is too much. So there we go. I think she got to level 3 just now. So we'll have her paint the portrait of the other teenager. Here we go, putting that there. I think I still forgot to place the urn. We'll remember that in a second. So here we go. My game is a little laggy, but I think for the most part it's okay. So here is that cute little animal portrait. We're having her sell some stuff, and then we will get a portrait of the other teenager here. Honestly, I don't even remember their names. I think one of them's name was Celine, maybe? I don't know. If you want to check out Simone's story, not just as in the background of Luna's story, there is a thread on my Twitter, which is linked below, that you can check out. I've made a Sims dedicated Twitter, so that will be available for you guys. I didn't want to spam my personal account with all of my Sims stuff. So here we go. And okay, we're proposing to 65, then we'll get married. 66 has a bag on his head. I honestly have no idea what he looks like. It's kind of comical. So there we go. Putting up another portrait here. For some reason, it wouldn't let me let go of that. We're going to have Simone kill this person. Goodbye. It's hard to get good pictures of your Sims doing things because you set it all up and then the camera moves and then your Sims do the thing really, really fast and you can't catch it. I don't know. Anyway, So they can't get married while Sim is dying, so I'm just going to have them elope. And we are having Simone again check on the trees. I couldn't figure out what I was doing. I like couldn't remember how to garden all of a sudden. So I did have to click sell all instead of just selling one at a time, and that's kind of what happened. So we are going to get a portrait of this guy, and we're also going to get some gardening books for Simone. So I'm going to have her read the gardening book in order to get that skill up. And then Luna can paint this portrait because she needs to flirt with this guy too. But they're not even close enough. So I am having them take a couple pictures together just in order to get their friendship up. I don't know why. I think it's probably because he has a bad reputation and she has a good reputation. So I think that that's why they weren't as compatible. So we are having her do his portrait, and then they can flirt. Look at that. Very snazzy. The bag just cracks me up. So here we go. We have to release some spirits. I think there's one over there too. Yeah. And I still forgot to bring out that guy's urn. So we'll do that in a second. So here we are getting flirty with Mr. Baghead. We also have to get rid of one more teenager. Yeah, one more teenager, and then we'll get caught cheating, and then we will kill number 65. 65. And Simone, come on, Simone, you gotta like get on the ball here. Yeah, my Sims are kind of glitchy, but you know what you gonna do? I I like my mods. I need to get a tougher computer, I guess. So here we are. She's painting that portrait and getting flirty. The portrait's actually making quick work of, so that's good. And then we are having her take care of the other teenager. Here we go. And okay, we got caught cheating, so he's unhappy. We'll take care of that in a second, but we are trying to get romantic with number 66 and having Simone. Simone is also trying to learn vampire lore just because, you know, she wants to get strong. She wants to be strong enough to maybe defeat Luna to see if she can, you know, but Luna's had hundreds and hundreds of years of experience. So we're not too optimistic, but Josephine figures if she's expecting her child to do that, then she should also, um, do her best. So the kid is a toddler right now, so there's really nothing going on there. And, you know, Shoyo is supposedly training her. I'll probably go in afterwards and add some vampire skills for her. But anyway, we are having Simone work on gardening. Like I said, I mean, got to get up to level 8, which is going to take a while. And then I'm just queuing up some different things for her because I do want her to, still stay in shape and do all that stuff. Honestly, I have no idea how she like aged up with a 6-pack. I don't know where that came from, but we're going to keep it. Okay, here's me remembering the gravestone. So we need to release some spirits and then put this portrait downstairs. And then I figured that, I mean, look, we're only a couple away from getting through the rest of this room, so I'm really excited about that. But I was thinking, what was I thinking? We are going to wrap up this part by having Simone visit Shoyo and Josephine. So as soon as we release these spirits, we'll go over to Mount Komorebi and do that. So she's just doing that. I'd prefer she do some gardening while it's available. I don't know why this is taking Luna so long. Okay, so we are now going to go visit Shoyo and Josephine. Like I said, Josephine's a toddler. And actually, like I said, the eyes are super glitchy. Like Gustus doesn't have them anymore all of a sudden. And Josephine waffles whether she has them, which is silly because, I mean, both of her parents have them, so she definitely has them. So we're just going to pretend that all these kids have vampire eyes. So here we are, and look, she's out front. There she is. And I was like, oh, so cute. And then I was like, oh, Simone is burning. She's burning. So we come inside and just kind of, get to know our child who is crying, probably because people keep dying, but she's crying, and we're going to play with Josephine and hug her and all that stuff. So just getting to know your kid a little bit. Very cute, very sweet. Look at that, they're an airplane. So that is where we're going to wrap up. So let's go into screenshots. That picture was so cute too. Look at Gustus, he's so adorable. So this was a pretty eventful part. We had Nikki passed away. Simone is learning all of these new skills, and we've gotten through two more spouses and two more teens. So we will continue, and Simone will continue to try to learn gardening and also try to get stronger. And we have, you know, plenty of households left to work through. So we'll continue on that, and Josephine will continue to grow up. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you guys in the next one.